Hey guys, what's the deal? It's Mr. Legit. If you guys never been to the channel, welcome to the channel. I'm a roofer here out of the Portland metropolitan area, and today we're here in Battleground. And we actually did this job about 6 years ago, and they said there was a leak going on, so we're just trying to really figure it out. And these leaks can happen anywhere. The roof actually looks pretty good, so we're here doing our job, making sure we have leaks. Let me know in the comments if you guys ever get leaks or if you guys are repair guys. I was actually a repair guy before I started, or sometime in my life I was a repair guy. So I learned a lot what to do and what not to do. And I like tracking down repairs. It's kind of challenging. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Alrighty guys, so what we're gonna do is, well, we've already found the leak, and what we're gonna do is just kind of replace this plywood over here. We've already prepared it to take it up. And if you look right here, look, it's wet right here. So we started off here and went up, and we found out that this leak was right here somewhere. And so what we're gonna do is take off this. Can you take this off? Let's look underneath it. Let's come over here, check this out. So it looks like they painted, like, I think that they had a mold issue, right? So it's wet a little bit, and I'm thinking that I don't know where they're leaking at. And I think that it just stops right here, really. But I think that they might have fixed it. If you look at all this spraying here, you feel anything wet?
Looks like a little leak.
Oh.
You see it?
Yeah, so it's dripping over here and it's leaking, right?
Yep.
And it's leaking over here. Oh, I see, yeah. Oh. Oh, you see it back there? Oh, it's going back more.
Yep.
So we have to go. So it's leaking in the valley somewhere more too. Can you hear my glasses? Come on, Mo, don't damage it. More money, more money. More money, no money, no honey. Alrighty, so let's see if we can find some more leaking. So what we're going to be doing is taking off this piece of plywood over here all the way down here. So he's got to be careful. More money. There. See, this is how you do it right here. So doing a little repair right here. Got to be real careful. And if you break it, you're going to use a little bit of caulking or maybe a tin shingle if it does rip. So here we got to take off all these all the way over so we can get this piece of plywood up. Maybe no, but just take it off and take this board off. Yeah. He's going to cut it here, this line, because this stuff is adhered to this piece of plywood, so. I think you can pull it. Can you pull it up? Maybe. Let's do it with the, let's cut off here with the piece of, with the shovel. Alrighty guys, so what we're going to do is put the new wood in here. We found the leak where it was leaking at right here. And actually, I don't know how it was leaking with, honestly, they just kind of tore into it, but this is all really good down there. It's all really dry. So we kind of basically got to the last one. This one's a little wet, but these guys are going to go put on the ice and water now. So we took the shingles off. I showed up right when they were taking the shingles off, and they called me. It's like, hey, come out here and check this out. That's why I'm a little bit late to the show. But right now they're kind of cleaning it. I would. Cuidado, man. Be careful. Almost falling down. How much you getting paid today, Mo? You getting piece rate? Or piece rate or por hora? Por hora or por square?
Today $300. No, $1,000.
$1,000 today?
More better.
It's not more better, man. It's just better. Alrighty, so they're putting on this nice water shield. You talking to yourself, Mo? You talking to yourself, huh?
Claro.
What we say, hey man, I caught my wife talking to herself the other day. She was like washing dishes and she was like straight up talking to herself. And I was like, are you talking to yourself? And she's like, no, I'm just asking for expert advice. So it's kind of funny. But I talk to myself sometimes too. I don't talk to myself, I ask for expert advice. So let's go ahead and continue. These guys are gonna now, so they got the ice and water shield installed. They're gonna go ahead and put on the underlayment and then time for shingles. So let's go ahead and get into that, guys. Man, I just realized something. He's not talking to himself. He's talking to you guys. He's talking to the viewers. He's talking to you two, huh? He's not talking to himself. Talking to you two, man. Hey, there's people that talk. There's people that say talk Spanish, and I don't know what they're saying, man. But maybe you do. You talking by yourself?
Ahí está. Good. Muy bien.
All right, we just got done installing the paper. Now we're gonna go ahead and install the shingles. Everything's watertight, so if it did rain, you always want to start from the bottom and you work your way up to the top. So if it did rain today, we'd be just good, but let's go ahead and put the shingles on and get the heck out of here. Dile, talk what you're doing, man. Talk what you're doing.
Yeah. Haciendo una reparación. Una reparación que estaba liqueando, estaba mojando y vamos a reparar hoy. No, let me go. Maybe.
Las dos grandes. All right, guys, so I was just about to leave and he's talking smack. Why don't you shingle? So I'm here. I just opened up the toolkit. The toolbox. I'm gonna grab my bags and meet you guys up on the roof and show you guys how we do this valley.
Okay, amigo.
All right, guys. Hey, these guys are talking smack that what are you gonna do to stand there and not watch them work? So I'm gonna show you guys how to do a little tie-in.
Ahí trabajando.
I'm gonna go ahead and nail that later. So check it out. We got our next shingle, right? So you started on the left side. You come over here. What you don't want is a keyway. See how this water is gonna run down here and hit this? You wanna come up here, right? So what you're gonna do is, I call it 1 tab, 2 tab. If you've ever done 3 tab, you cut a third of the shingle. 1/3 you cut off, so look. 1 tab, this is gonna be 1 tab and this is 2 tabs, right? So you're gonna cut your 2 tab. That 1 tab is probably not going to be used, but you make sure to span this, right? See how he didn't put a nail right here? So you make sure you're straight at the top, and now you can put your full shingle on. See, now it clears this, right? I put 2 nails at the top. God, yeah. Whose house is this?
You.
Brian?
No, es de él, creo. Yo no traje ahora nada.
I don't like it. All right, so again, just come right here. All right, line up the top. Make sure this is nice and straight. I like to put my foot in here and push it down on top and stick a couple more nails in there. We want about 8 inches out. This will be fine. Now I can't put a nail here because I know my next one's gonna have to be 1 tab. So, put a couple nails there. See, look. Again, you have the keyway. You cannot have a break in the valley. It has to be 8 inches out. So, what I could do, here's what I'm gonna do is, again, do 1 tab, 2 tab. So, I'm gonna cut my 1 tab here. See that?
Mm-hmm.
So now, again, a time's a little trickier, but we're gonna go ahead and put this up here. Make sure that we're nice and straight as we can. And there's a little bit of work in here, but you guys get the gist of it and how to do it. I'm not gonna sit here and bore you guys with how to do this, but let's go back down to the front and I'll show you guys how to do the other side. This side's a little more tricky, the other side's a lot easier, so come here, Mo. Make sure you put your small nails in. I think this overhangs 2 feet up. So what we're gonna do is put a small nail in here. Just this last shingle.
¿Cuánto? No, aquí lo estoy grabando.
You need to know how many bundles?
Anda revisando. David, how many bundles more?
You have 4 bundles here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 13, 3, 4, 6. She's gonna grab 2 more bundles. So we're gonna have enough for 60 shingles, but we need 74. We'll grab 1, 2, maybe for this little tie-in if we break one at the top or something. So 2 bundles. All right, so look, when you guys have this right here, so when you guys are doing this repair and you rip it, you don't have to replace the shingle. You probably should, but what we're gonna do, you're gonna go up here like this and see that? Boom, right there, right? Now we're gonna go ahead and nail. We're gonna put a little bit of caulking down here and that'll be good to go. All right, so now, I'm gonna take this all the way up, but I'm probably gonna have somebody else do it. And then on the last run, I'll show you guys how to do this and we'll show you how to cut it. Alrighty, we just finished it up. It's just a little bit quicker and I didn't plan to stay here all day. So I started sweating. You can see I took my hat off. But, so we're gonna cut this back. What you want to do is you want to cut it, I don't know, what do you say, like 1.5 inches out of the valley. So what we got Mo doing. Mo's coming over here and yeah, that looks good. So he's gonna snap a line. We use blue chalk. The red chalk tends to stain. It'll stay there. It's permanent. So this blue, it'll wash it off with the rain. And what he's gonna do is usually start at the top. All right, and it's pretty simple. He's gonna cut it off at the line. Oh, what? That doesn't happen too often. That's pretty rare. Look at that. He broke his tip off. Look at that right there. It's crazy. See how he cuts the top off right there? So that way he cuts the top off right there. That way the water doesn't run down here and catch that. If it's running down, it'll run down here. So make sure to cut that little tip off there. That's a tip. So he's gonna go ahead and cut this all the way down. And boom. Cut it. Got a razor point cutting right here. This guy's like an archer, like. Look at that, straight as an arrow. I don't know, man. We can start calling him Robin Hood. No money. Looks nice and straight. Tie-ins usually get a little crooked, but looks all right. Doing a fine job. All right, well, we could let Mo Money back there finish the job up. We actually had to run to the store, grab one more shingles. We got Chris down here cleaning up, and he's putting it in the truck. Ooh, going down the ladder, so we'll have to kind of watch him a little bit. I ain't getting my hands that dirty. I'm not gonna be cleaning up, but I'll watch him while he fills my truck up. Not too bad of a job. You can see how they tore it off. They just ripped it off. So yeah. All right, guys, we just finished this up. We have about 18 shingles more. Froylan is at the roofing supplier. I stayed a little bit longer than I want to. You know what the deal is, man. You guys, we'll catch you on the next one. And thanks a lot for coming. If you guys like it, subscribe to the channel. Peace.